What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj. Today I thought I would just do a news type of reflection video. I used to do these a lot before, those Just How Good videos went crazy. I'm going to have at least 2 or 3 of those next week. Not today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm actually going to do the draft 2011. Top 5 players for 2011 draft is tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But for today, I didn't have a lot of time. I'm sorry. A lot of shit to do today. Today I'm just going to be talking about some shit that's been going on in the NBA. We're very close. Today is, I think it's the 16th, I believe, right? 16th of November. We're only, I think, 8 or 9 days away from opening night. Unbelievable. The anticipation is real. I can't wait. Honestly, it's going to be crazy. But let's talk about a couple things that I would classify as news. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is Michael Carter Williams being traded to the Chicago Bulls for Tony Snell. Now, this might not seem like anything near a blockbuster trade or a big name trade, but if you know me and if you've been watching some of my videos, you probably may know that I am a supporter of the Chicago Bulls, and a large one at that. I'm a huge Bulls fan. Watch every game. I just I love the Bulls, basically. So that's basically the only reason I'm talking about this. And if you just want to hear about J.R. Smith being signed to Cleveland, I put a timestamp in the description in this video for, when I start talking about that. But right now I'm going to talk about Michael Carter Williams and what this trade really means. So, for those of you that don't know, Michael Carter Williams is a former Rookie of the Year. He's one of those guys that was incredible in his first season in the NBA. As a rookie, everyone thought that he was going to go on to achieve great things. He had a similar second year, and then after being traded to Milwaukee, he really fell off. And this may really be because he was playing such a big role in Philadelphia. They had everything going to him. He was putting up triple doubles and crazy numbers all around. He's a 6'6" point guard that's athletic, that can pass and rebound and defend. So he's like the full package except for the fact that he can't shoot. That's basically the reason why this doesn't make all that much sense for the Chicago Bulls. The reason it makes sense is because your value is increasing significantly, and that's what seems like the Bulls care about right now. Shooting doesn't really matter to them, and this could be a problem. They don't have any real shooters on that team besides Doug McDermott. Nikola Mirotic is streaky at times. Isaiah Canaan can light it up at times, but no one's really a bona fide shooter, like sharpshooter type player, other than Doug McDermott. So they, they're in need of more players like that. So they get rid of Tony Snell, which no one really should be mad that they got rid of a shooter, because Tony Snell is kind of a shooter. He shot, I think he shoots like 35% for his career, but it's not like he was going to play anyway. Tony Snell is not a guy that gets a lot of minutes in general. He barely got any minutes last year. Didn't look like he was going to get that many minutes this year. He probably wasn't even going to be in the top 10 in the rotation. Honestly, if they go 10 deep, he probably still wasn't even going to play. Like, he was probably only going to get in when they were up by 20 in a game or down by 20 in a game or something like that. So you're not really losing anything if you're Chicago. It's not like they were going to utilize Tony Snell in any way, okay? He's not any value to them. So getting rid of Tony Snell is not a big deal, and it's actually really great that they got some value for Tony Snell. So I don't think you can ever say this is a bad trade for Chicago, because you didn't lose anything really. And if MCW is a poor fit, then you can either move him or just not play him, and you're not losing anything. You're still gonna have your best players play. I mean, if MCW comes in and it's like he's not helping the team win, then you either move him. I'll say it again. You don't play him. You let other guys play that make the team better. The point is, what you gave up, you're not giving up anything from my MCW. It's basically like you're getting MCW for free almost, because Tony Snell wasn't really serving. He wasn't doing anything for the team. Now, I'm going to talk about people criticizing the Bulls shooting and why this might not be as bad as it seems. MCW is going to serve as a backup point guard, probably to run the offense when Rondo's off the floor, when Wade and Butler maybe are off the floor. You may have Butler and MCW in at the same time just because Butler's going to be in like most of the game. But MCW is good because he brings defense. If you're watching the Bulls preseason, which I am, they haven't had any trouble with offense. Okay, most people saying, oh, well, they can't shoot. They're not going to be able to space the floor. But they've been scoring amazing. And maybe it's just preseason. Maybe I'm putting too much stock into what preseason means. But if you've watched them play, they look really good on offense. You can't deny that they look really good on offense. On defense, they have had more troubles than they've had on offense. Get rid of a guy that you don't use for a guy that plays defense. Isn't that what that is? I mean, it's not like MCW is just gonna make their offense worse, right? Is he gonna come in and just, because then he won't play that much. I mean, their offense is already great, at least throughout the preseason. They're not having a lot of trouble with that. If you don't have shooting, but you're scoring a lot of points, it doesn't matter if you don't have shooting. You're still putting up points. It does not matter. As long as you're getting the job done, it doesn't matter how you're doing it, basically. You can win a championship however you want. It might be harder to do without shooting, but right now, it looks like they found a way to cope without it. Let me talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers and J.R. Smith now. Ironically, I made the J.R. Smith video about why the Cavs need to sign him before the Cavs signed him, and then right when I uploaded it, I found that they signed him. So I was like, wow, that's just my luck, right? Well, this is a big deal. They paid him, all right? I think they gave him something like $57 million for 4 years. So basically, I think that was $14.5 million a year, something like that. I mean, they paid him what he wanted. He wanted $15 million, $14.5 million, same difference. Like, that's not a big deal. They paid J.R. Smith. Oh boy, did they pay J.R. Smith. He got what he wanted. He was just looking for that contract, and they were like, fine, we'll give it to him. The Cavs lost. I mean, it's good that they got J.R. Smith back, but they don't want to go into that luxury tax any more than they have to, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, they're already paying Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving and LeBron James and Tristan Thompson. Now they're paying J.R. Smith $15 million a year damn near. That's just not what you want. They're gonna, when LeBron leaves this team, it's just gonna be Kyrie and a bunch of guys that they can't pay. They're not gonna be able to get any free agents. They're going so deep into this luxury tax. I mean, I just don't know what they're gonna do. That's a long way down the line, but yeah, it does not bode well for them, at least in the future. But, you know, it doesn't matter right now because they're winning. They're at the top of what they're supposed to be. They're a win-now franchise, so they can just go to the championship every year or a lot of years in the next 10 years. They can just get into the NBA Finals. That's what they want. I mean, that's exactly the goal. So, you know, it's not like a bad thing because they're going to win probably some more championships in this decade. So, you know, that's definitely not something that they should be worried about. Yeah, I honestly gotta say this was the right decision. J.R. Smith, I said it in my J.R. Smith video, I'll say it again. He's a perfect fit for LeBron James. He's like the exact type player that you want playing as shooting guard on a LeBron James team. You want your shooting guard and your power forward to be shooters, and your point guard. That's exactly what you need with LeBron James because he's got legendary playmaking ability. He's got court vision beyond almost anyone we have ever seen. And he just draws so much attention. Someone is always open, and one of the best guys to have open in a corner for three is J.R. Smith. He was such a huge factor for that team last year, and it's just great that they got him back. That team is going to be scary once again this year. And definitely, almost a guarantee for that 1 seed, I'm going to say. The Celtics are the only team I think that have a shot at dethroning them in the East. I'm out. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll hit y'all up with the 2011 top 5 players from that 2011 draft tomorrow, and that's going to be all. Please like, comment, a suggestion, or idea down below. Subscribe. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.